Hi guys, welcome to Seven Seal Angel Tarot. So today we're going to talk about spiritual warfare because it is in the ethers, y'all. So I also wanted to talk about psychopaths. You know, people think about psychopaths as the men who beat you, as the men who do revenge porn, as the men, you know, the rapists, pedophiles, murderers. They think about that type of psychopath. But I have come across the spiritual psychopath. And, you know, there are people who practice the dark arts. There are people that worship the devil, right? And there are people that take it a step further. What I mean by that is, I came across this gentleman who spent, I don't know how much money on art that was inspired by me to get emotions out of me, right? To like lure me in. Then once he thought he had me, oops, sorry, I dropped the card, guys. Once he thought, so once, look at that, the truth. So once he thought he had me in his claws, he went out of his way to disrespect me publicly, right? So that way he wanted to harness pain, sorrow, sadness. He wanted to create a narcissistic attachment to him, maybe even trauma bond. Like he went out of his way, and I mean he went out of his way because the art was so beautiful. Not only was it beautiful, but it was seen by 7.9 million people the last time I went to check, right? If you're wondering how this is possible, it's because my clients are in the upper echelon. My clients are part of the 1%, and that's where I work, right? So they have global reach, and they're just very important people. Anyways, so we're dealing with warfare right now. Not just like, you know, you have your people that are psychotic, you have your people who are psychopath, and you have your narcissist. You'll have to go to Google and figure out, you know, which kind of crazy you're dealing with, right? So these people, the one thing that unites all three of these is the need for control. It could be control to take your money. It could be control to harness your energy because they lackluster. They don't have it, so they want to be next to you, whether it's in a relationship, in a friendship. And if you don't give it to them, if you don't have sex with them, if you're not bamboozled by them, then they will hurt you. They will bring you down. They will punish you for not giving them what they need. Because remember, this is not love. This is predatory behavior. Okay. So let me tell you what happened. So he thought he had me in his class. He thought he was gonna break my heart, and I was just like, ew. Like, you're gross, get away from me. like that was my reaction from like the bottom of my soul. That was my reaction. So I was working with him. We were a working team, but he didn't want to work with me. He wanted to work with me to get into my emotions, to break me down so he could keep everything that I worked hard for. So this is not just a person that was trying to play with my emotions and my mind. This is a person who came for everything I worked hard for. So y'all, if you recognize this or see these patterns on other people, please be careful because they are takers. They can produce light. They can produce miracles. They don't have their own magic, so they're gonna take yours. The good way or the hard way, whether you give it to them or they take it. You know what I mean? Whether you share it with them or they cause depression and suicide and take it from you so they can look better or feel better about their misery, right? Because they're dependent and codependent energetically. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. And these are witches, these are warlocks. You have your dark shamans too. And yes, there are dark shamans. They are in Latin America. They are in India, they are in Africa, they're everywhere, okay? What else I need you guys to know before we start this reading? I wanted to tell you something that has helped me a lot in my life, and this is a Chinese proverb from the Buddha. Attachment is the root of all suffering. And I know it's hard because us as mammals, we're wired to be dependent. We're wired to bond emotionally with other people. And it's painful to release. But if you are trying to go above your animalistic nature and to create consciousness, which is what makes humans humans, then you've got to separate yourself from people, places, things, vices, habits, whatever it is, so you can grow consciously. You have to separate yourself from the vampires, the leeches, etc. Okay, so I got your cards out already. The first card we have is the Six of Coins, y'all. So this lets me know that not only were these psychopaths coming at you, it wasn't just one. This is a group of people who sat in the dark and said, we're gonna steal her light, we're gonna bring her down or him down, put it where it resonates. And they sat down and they came up with a plan to attack you, and they attacked. And somebody got paid. Somebody got paid to do this. This is that Judas spirit right here. There's a light worker, tarot reader, medium, numerologist, shaman you call it, that was dealing with a Judas spirit. They paid this lover, this friend, this family member, this associate to get close to you, to strip you of your energy. This is energy harvesting. Somebody got paid. This is gross. And here is strength. This is one of your virtues. I feel like you're not, we're not talking strength like you lift 400 pounds and you go to the gym every day. This is spiritual strength. This is mental strength. This is emotional intelligence. You're centered, you have a good foundation, and you held onto yourself, your inner self, together while the storm was around you. And I'm hearing that the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, they want you to know that they're a part of you and that they've been with you the whole time this war has been going on, that you have never been left alone, that they've been watching you and they're coming to your aid, that the enemy is shocked at the way the universe upheld you while the storm was going on, that it was meant to end you, but it made you. I forgot to tell you about this, guys, on the beginning of the reading while I was shuffling. So there are incubus out here. They're using love, they're using passion, they're using lust, they're using sexiness as a lure to make you fall for the wrong guy or girl. You know, this is incubus, succubus energy. This is that siren energy that led the sailor to their doom. And it could be a merman, could be a mermaid. Apply it to you how it resonates. So the remedy for this is simple. This is vanity, superficiality, the way a person looks, the money a person has, what they can do for you. Don't look at that. Look at the soul of the person, the heart of the person, the intelligence of the person, the kindness of the person. Look under the surface. That's where all the good things that you need are. That's where the medicine is. Okay? Oh, and I just heard, beware of the people that give you a gift to ensnare you, to suck you in, to keep you in a loop, to take your sexual energy. So as I was saying, solitude, this is the hermit energy. It's time to take a break. It's time to go inward, to take some time out to assess what you want in your life from now forward. I feel like you're going to be leaving a lot of people behind. I feel like you are at a standstill, gathering what resources you have left to move forward. I feel like in this hermit energy, I feel like it's weird. I feel like you've been alone for a while and you've had a lot of temptation. I just saw Jesus in the desert be tempted by the devil in his most vulnerable state. So maybe you've been vulnerable and these witches and these warlocks have felt like you were easy prey. But what they didn't know is that you are the hermit. That when you're in solitude, you are your strongest. That's when you're communicating with your soul, with the greater I am, with your God, goddesses, whatever your spiritual practice is. And that they are dependent on other people, and that's their downfall. And that's your blessing, that you can stand on your own with spirit. So with this Four of Coins, what I'm hearing is their foundation is of money and power. So that's why they are wired to pay for works to bring the light workers down. That's why they use vain things that come from money, like properties, gifts, beauty, which is money. You know, money can buy all the beauty in the world, but it cannot buy virtue. And I'm seeing that the opposite of the Four of Coins, which is the four. I'm sorry guys, I just got lost. Anyways, the opposite, your foundation is made out of spirit. So you are the opposite to the Four of Coins. Your foundation is made out of spirit, out of air. The coins is the earth, the earthly pleasures, you know. We don't have to go down the list. We know what they are: greed, lust, money, gambling, sex, etc., etc. So this person thought that if they sent a message out to you, like a poem or some flowers, or in my case, a beautiful piece of art, that was going to ensnare you completely, because you are so weak and they are so strong. Remember, we're dealing with narcissists here. The trick about the narcissist is that they are so, in their mind, they think they're grander than life, so they are disconnected from reality. They don't understand a strong empath. They don't understand that a healthy empath is kind to themselves first before they can pour to the cup upon other people. So they truly took your kindness for weakness, and they thought that the minimum effort, this littlest thing, was going to keep you in forever, because one, they didn't care, so they weren't going to buy you a car, they weren't going to buy you a home, they weren't going to pay for your kids' tuition. It was just something small and cheap to keep you ensnared, right? So they what is that word called, you guys? Where let's just say they misunderstood you. You're stronger than they thought you were. And this is where they wanted you. They wanted their words to end you. They threw everything they had at you. They spent money, they spent time, they spent resources to make sure you were out. But the great I am, I mean, everyone has a destiny. If you're living in your purpose, you know what I mean. You have a purpose from the great I am. Even if you're surrounded by armies of darkness, you have a purpose in this world, and no one can take that from you. They can check out your astral chart, they can go into your Akashic records, they can do whatever, but they don't have the knowledge of the universal mind of God, of knowing your purpose on this earth. If God gave you a mission, no devil and no person can take that from you. And they're learning this the hard way. Again, he pretended, he or she, how it resonates to you. Oops, sorry guys. I just moved the thing. Oh my God, I'm sorry guys. He or she pretended to love you and have feelings for you again because they wanted access to your heart. These people think that your power comes from your vagina and your heart. They forget about the human spirit. Like we're just pieces of meat, lusty pieces of meat in a heart. I don't mean to laugh. It's just like they have a lot to learn. These people think that they're the best in the world, and it's like, if y'all haven't studied the mysteries of theology, y'all are gonna get beat at every turn. And even if they set out on the journey of theology to figure out the mysteries between God and humans, only about 2% of the people that study get somewhere, like me, where they do this professionally. This isn't for everybody. They're way past their pay grade, trying to come after us, the collective. So this is you. This is the Empress. This is Mary Magdalene energy. This is the female divine. If you're a male, this is going to be Jesus energy, Christ consciousness, sacrifice, attacks, you know, the bad energies of the world trying to take your life from you. I'm hearing that this time and this intersection of time, there will be no crucifixion. This is the time for the male energy to thrive. This is the time for the male Christ consciousness to grow and be revealed in humankind. And therefore, it's the Mary Magdalenes of the world, the women that are vibrating that frequency, are gonna be in charge of leading the masses. That's what I heard, guys. So guys, I hear that these people, oh my God, for some reason I heard Nazis. That's what I just heard, so I have to give it to you. So some of these people are Nazis, and I feel like they have a structure, almost like a criminal network of psychopathic witches who work every day. These people get paid, y'all. We saw it with the 4 of coins and the 6 of coins. So these people are making a living to bring people down. If they cannot do it legally, they're gonna do it illegally. If they can't do it illegally, they're gonna do it spiritually. I hear some of these people already got caught and are serving their time. So therefore, the only option now is to use dark magics to throw at you. But what they don't know is that they have a structure of people that do bad things, and you have a structure of survivors, victims, light workers, numerologists, tarot readers, and mediums that help you out. So he pretended to be the King of Cups, this loving, caring, strong, divine, masculine energy that was going to save you and exalt you in front of everyone. And what he did was completely the opposite. This guy that wants you to fall in love with him to harness your energy. And again, this could be the Queen of Cups. Gentlemen, you may have a Queen of Cups in your energy. Take it how it resonates, okay? So he or she is gonna come with their beautiful